Yeah, I do theology.
Do you do anything? Do you think God acts in time?
Do I think God acts in time? That's presupposing that God exists. We can just do theism instead. We could just argue on
Yeah,
God's
that
existence.
obviously that's the point. The condition here is if God exists, would He act in time? Is such a thing possible?
I don't want to debate on that. I want to if God exists or not.
Bro, I don't do that shit, bro. That I left that
So
shit.
you
I
don't.
used to do.
So you don't do if God exists or not.
Yeah, I don't do that shit, bro. I used to do it
Oh my.
but now once you become really good at theology, you know that shit is ass, and it's all speculative theology.
No, not really.
It is. It is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, most of them don't have
We
a sufficient
can
explanation of
no,
why they
we
actually.
can do if God acts in time or not. Yeah, we
You
can
know, you
just
said
do
what?
that. We can do that, and I'll just say that God does as well.
Act in time?
Yeah, we're doing if God acts in time or not, but I'm telling you that presupposes if God exists. So can you just give
Yeah,
justification for why God
exact,
exists?
exact. Yeah, sure, that's fine. That's fine. It presupposes God exists. The topic is obviously proposing a condition. I just explained this earlier, bro. If God
Okay,
exists,
that's why I want justification for God existence.
I don't need to prove God exists. That's not my
You
statement,
don't
bro.
need to prove God exists. Well, for God to even act in time, he would have to exist. So
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
telling you,
I'm
if you
telling you.
could prove
Yeah,
God
bro.
exists.
Bro, I extrapolated prior on the semantics of the topic. I said when I say God acts in time, that what I'm saying is that if God exists, it is possible that He can act in time. I'm not saying that He
So
exists.
if
So
God
I'm giving a
exists,
condition.
yeah, I'm just not going to debate upon this. I just want to debate upon God's existence. But if you don't want to debate upon God's existence, that's completely fine. I could just end the recording, and then this doesn't get anywhere.
You can end it. That's fine. Oh, wait, do you think God can
All
have
right.
distinct attributes?
You said what?
Do you think God can have distinct properties? Because some people think this in
Due to
terms.
divine simplicity, no, I don't think God can have distinct attributes.
Let's do it then. Let's do it, bro. Come on. Let's do it, bro.
Alright, yeah, we can just go ahead and do it. So, yeah, so
Let's
just
just
give
yeah.
justification for God having
One
distinct
sec. One sec. One
attributes.
sec. Can you like just end the recording and like record back? Because like
Yeah.
because at the start people will just see random yapping about topics. So let's just.
Alright, I'll just kick the rec bot, I guess. Since it's not even gonna let me. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, wait, oh yeah, /stop. Okay. /stop.
Uh,
Oh, wait, no, I think I have to do
wait, I did it.
stop.
Hold on.
Alright, there we
Okay,
go. Alright,
and then
now,
record.
forward.
Okay, give the justification that God can't have distinct attributes right now.
Alright, yeah, just following divine simplicity. If God were to have distinct attributes, I don't think those would even be God's attributes, to be honest. Because, for example, let's say we have these three beings, right, who are all the same person. If they had distinct attributes, they wouldn't be the same person. So just having distinct attributes would just contradict God being indivisible. Because in this case, I think God being necessary makes him indivisible.
Yeah. So you say okay. So do you think if something is divisible, it has parts, right? You're trying to argue composition.
You said, do I think of God as divisible parts?
Yeah. Is that what you think?
These parts would be one with him. So yeah.
Okay. So the first thing is something does not necessarily have to be divisible, even if it has distinct attributes. For example, you can have Imam al-Ghazali's framework. Basically, he just stated a proposition that the attributes subsist in God's essence. To subsist just means to share the same essence as something, but to be distinct in a different
Wait, that's
mode.
a straw man. Wait, that's a straw man because you said that says necessary for something to be divisible. No, that's not what I said. Things that are not necessary can have distinct attributes. I'm saying that if you are going to be a god who's necessary, then of course you would have to be divisible from something.
Wait, so you're saying that God can be divisible? Is that what you're trying to
Wait,
say?
no, not divisible. My bad, indivisible from something.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm saying that something can have distinct attributes while being indivisible. I'm saying both of them can coexist, and like they can be
No,
both.
no, they can't. That just contradicts the whole. Actually, what definition do you want to appeal to for being indivisible?
Something that cannot be
Like
split up into
we
parts.
something that cannot be split up into parts.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I just told you about Imam Al
A
Ghazali's
god. All
framework.
right, look. So let me taste. So for a
Holy
god to be
shit!
indivisible, you let me talk. You absolute bastard. You can't even track. So when I say God's indivisible, and you just gave a definition, if we go by your definition, it would just be contradictory for God to have distinct attributes, because then they would be made by parts.
Okay, again, that's just look. You're
Wait, no,
presupposing a
not made by
merological.
parts. My bad.
Wait,
If
hold
if
on.
they're
You're
indivisible, wait, can you let me clarify? If it's indivisible, let's say they have distinct attributes. For them to be indivisible and have parts, the parts would need to be God, like a part of God. If these parts are distinct from God, then of course God is not going to be indivisible. So in this case, he's just not going to be necessary and he's not going to be God. That's why I think God in this case cannot have distinct attributes.
And I'm telling you, bro, but you didn't just cut me off, right? So I'm just saying that this presupposes a merological framework. The merological framework you're holding to is that anything that's distant from the essence but is included within it is a part of the essence. That's not necessarily the case. You're going to have different modes of subsisting within the essence. For example, if you can have, let me now, don't cut me off this time, all right? I'm going to talk about Imam al-Ghazali's framework. Imam al-Ghazali's framework just posits that the attributes subsist within the essence, and to subsist within the essence just means to share, to have the same essence. For example, God and the attributes have the same essence, or have the same ontology, but they are distinct in a different mode. Okay, so for example, if you look at scholastic philosophy, you have Scotic distinctions, Scotic formal distinctions. Scotic formal distinctions are basically just real distinctions, but distinctions that do not like entail separation. So basically, the attributes will be inseparable, subsisting properties in his essence. They have the same essence, but they are distinct in a different mode or way, not in a way that separates them in essence, right? And then you also have modal distinctions, which basically you can say like, which basically just distinguish things by mode. So you can say that the attributes are modes of God's essence, not necessarily their own beings, right? So to say something subsists would just mean that the attributes exist through God's essence, they have the same essence as Him, and they, how do I explain it? They are not their own entities. They are one entity with God, but they are just distinct in a different way. Like they're not distinct in a way that makes them separate
Okay,
beings.
wait. So can you just go ahead and prove that the framework you have provided is just going to be necessary in this case? And you're just going to be presupposing what framework that I'm using.
Yeah, okay, so I'm just giving a justification that your argument is not necessary, right? So your argument is saying that if God has distinct attributes, this is going to be contradictory because then you're going to say that God has parts. If God has parts, then He's not necessary. I'm saying that's not necessarily the case because, for example, if you hold to
Because
Imam, yeah, hold on. You said that it's
these parts
contradictory, right?
are a part. These parts are
Yo.
one with
I let you
Him.
speak,
That's what I've
dog. I
been
let you
just
speak,
stating.
dog. I let you
That's what
speak.
I've been just stating.
Yo,
No, you just
hold
strawman
on.
my argument again, you
Bro.
absolute buffoon. So look, I
Yo.
told you that these
Guess
parts are just going to be
guess what,
one with
dog.
God.
You
Can you
interrupted me,
please
right?
put your tracking goggles on? Put your tracking
Yeah, I
goggles
have
on, please.
there is nothing to track. I know what
Put
you're
your
saying,
track.
bro. Okay, can you tell me what I
No,
mistracked?
you don't. You
Tell me
just
what I mistracked right now
strawmanned.
for recording,
You
for the
just
recording.
strawmanned. You just strawmanned. I
What did I
told you
straw
that
man?
these parts are a part of him, but then you said it's contradiction. Actually, these parts are a part of him. You absolute buffoon. You cannot track what
What?
I've been saying.
What is this guy saying? You said that if God has different attributes, then He would not be indivisible, but God must be indivisible, right?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Oh,
You're
so I
saying that
didn't
he
straw
has
man.
parts. No, you're saying
Oh
that he
yeah,
has parts.
I
Oh
see.
my gosh, you absolute buffoon. You're misinterpreting what I'm saying. You said that he has parts. I told you that's necessary for him to be indivisible. If he's necessary. If he has distinct attributes that are not one with him. In this case, I just think he wouldn't even be God anymore. You absolute buffoon. Can you track for 1 second? Like, holy shit, bro. I
Yeah,
said
okay, I
that these
didn't mistrack
parts
any of that
or
then.
attributes have to be a part of him.
Yeah, so can you prove that I mistracked
Holy.
this? Okay, so you're saying that a straw man. What did I say that you said, right? What did I
Oh
say?
my gosh, bro! I just told you. Now
What
you're
did I
not
say?
tracking. I just told you what you strawmanned. That's tracking issue number. What's it
No,
called?
no.
Two? Yeah, I think
That's a
this is
tracking.
two.
See,
Tracking issue number
that's a
two. You
tracking error.
absolute baboon.
I didn't ask what I
That's
straw
not a.
man.
That's not a
I asked
tracking
what my
error.
straw man
That's not
was,
a
right?
tracking
For
error on my
example,
end. That's a
hold on.
tracking error on your
Let me give
end.
you an example. Let
You
me give you an example.
absolute buffoon.
Yeah, yeah.
You
So can
absolute
I give an
buffoon,
example? Can I give an example? Okay, I'll give an example.
bro.
Example. Hold on,
Or
hold on.
give an
For
example.
example, somebody says apples are red. Okay, and then I say something, and then the guy says,
Oh yeah, I
"Oh,
think
you
we're
straw
over.
man, right?" Hold on. Let me give my. And then the guy says, "You
Nigga,
straw
this
man." And I
this
said, "Well,
this is not analogous. This is
Bro,
not
let me hold on.
analogous.
I didn't even finish
You
my analogy.
absolute
Okay,
buffoon.
yeah,
This isn't
so basically it's on
analogous.
recording right now, right? So this guy you think it's not analogous, but I
This
did not
is
even
not
give
analogous. It isn't
Bro,
I didn't
what the
even
analogous.
hell,
give
Like that's the
bro?
thing.
Bro,
I
It's
didn't
let's
even give you
not
secret speak.
analogous, bro.
Bro, let's
let
secret
me
Like
speak.
speak. What the hell?
holy,
Let's
bro.
secret
Bro,
speak. What the
let
hell?
me speak. You've
Bro,
been rude.
it's
Hold
not
on, you've been rude
analogous. And
you
let me
asked
tell you
sorry.
why. You said,
Right? Now
"Oh,
you're coming
well,
over
what if
to me.
somebody said? What if I say the apples
Yo,
are red and somebody says it's a
hold on.
straw man? That
Bro,
is
what the?
not. That doesn't have any distinctions or relations
I'm
You
to
trying
need
my
to
to,
give you
thing.
an
You
example.
absolute
bro,
buffoon.
bro, wait, wait, wait.
Go on
Okay,
mute, go on
secret
mute.
speak.
Dog.
Talk.
Okay. Alright, so again, instead of you interrupting me, let me finish my example, right? My example is that if somebody says that this apple is red, and then I say something, and then the guy says, "Oh, you strawman me," right? And then I said, "What did you strawman?" And then, for example, what I said was that you said that the apple was blue, right? The guy would say, "You said that the apple is blue." He's not talking about the thing I strawman. He's telling me the thing that I said that is the strawman, right? So you're making a conflation here, and then you called it a tracking error when
Nigga,
you're the
that's
one
the
who's not tracking,
same
right?
thing. You absolute buffoon.
What?
If I tell you the thing that you no,
Yeah,
if I tell you this
yeah.
thing that you straw man,
The
and then
thing,
I
yeah.
tell
So
you
the
to
thing,
the
so the
relation
thing he's
between the
strawman, yeah.
straw man, you absolute buffoon. It's just gonna be
Yeah, can you
completely
stop saying absolute
related.
buffoon? You're absolutely jahil. You're a
I'm going to
jahil.
keep saying that. I'm gonna keep saying that word just to describe what you are. You absolute buffoon. It's okay though.
This guy's absolutely depressed. Okay,
No,
yeah.
you're at you're a
Yeah.
retard.
In
So
this
yeah, I'm
example,
just gonna spread the word that I slammed
yeah.
you
Hold on.
because you
In
clearly
this
cannot
example, yeah.
track.
Hey, hold on.
No,
In
this
this example,
example is
one
not
second. Hold
analogous,
on.
bro. This example is not analogous. Like this has no relation.
Hold
I
on.
was amping on
Hold on. Hold your
metaphysics,
horses,
bro,
bro.
just to waste my
Don't get
time with
mad.
a
Don't get
buffoon
mad.
like you.
It's okay.
Yo,
You did your
Sage,
part.
bro. Why'd you say this guy was a jargon demon? This guy's a buffoon, bro. He can't even make a good analogy, bro. Like you're just wasting
By the
my
way,
time
yeah.
at this
So
point. You
he's not
trash
tracking the
can.
whole time, right? And then he's just calling me an absolute one
Oh wait,
without
that's
letting me finish, right?
you. That's
So right
very
now on the
ironic.
recording, yes, on
That's
the
very
recording,
ironic.
yes,
You are the
everyone in the
buffoon. That
recording
is
can see
very
this guy
ironic.
is
That's
interrupting me.
very
He's
ironic.
absolutely
That's
disturbed,
very
right?
ironic.
So
Oh my
so
gosh,
let me
bro.
explain this one more time, right? The
Quit your
thing that
tracking.
I
Are you
strawman would
tracking or
be
are
hold
you
on.
rushing,
The thing,
pal?
hold on. The thing I would be strawmanning is the statement that apples are red. The straw man that's put into question is me saying that the apples are blue. Those are two distinct things. You said they are the same thing.
Oh
Oh
my
my gosh,
gosh,
this guy
those
said
have
they're
a
the same
complete
thing.
relation.
Oh my
If you
gosh.
say that the
Yeah, guys,
apples are
saying the
blue and
apple
then
is
the
blue
guy
and
says
saying
that apples
the
are red
guy's
and that's
straw
a
man sentence is the
contradiction,
same thing.
but that's also presupposing that apples can only be red, you absolute buffoon.
Bro.
So here, let me give you a
Bro,
better
guys, do your homework,
analogy.
bro. Do your
Let's
homework.
say I say the
Don't
apples can be green and red and you say the apples can be blue, and then I just argue that that's a straw man because apples basically are just gonna be only red and green, right? And that's a straw man because you're misinterpreting what's it? Well, actually, isn't that even? That's just a contradiction, you buffoon. I just realized that's not even a straw man, you buffoon. Now you're just trying to point out a contradiction,
Yeah,
you
what?
buffoon. Why are you trying to use a contradiction in a straw man
Yeah,
analogy?
so,
A
okay,
straw man is just misrepresenting somebody's point. You
yeah,
absolute buffoon.
exactly. So yeah, exactly.
Like, oh
So
my gosh, you buffoon. Now you're just
what?
misrepresenting
Yeah,
what a straw man is.
okay.
That's a straw man on a straw man. You
Ladies and gentlemen,
buffoon. Oh
hey,
my
everyone,
gosh.
guys, watch this.
Are we
Basically,
tracking or are we rushing,
guys, watch
pal?
this. Yo, yo,
Are
yo,
we
yo, yo,
tracking or are we
yo, yo,
rushing?
yo, yo, yo,
Yo,
yo,
Akusai, do
everybody,
not ever
what
say
is
that
that?
this guy is a jargon demon again. He's so buns. He is so
Yo.
buns. Do not
Put,
ever recommend this
put
guy
this
to
guy on
debate
mute. Put this
again,
guy on
bro.
mute. Put this
Like,
guy.
this guy
Yo,
is such a retard.
Akusai, put this
Bro,
guy on
he
mute.
said, bro, he gives me an analogy of a
Put the
contradiction
guy on
instead
mute.
of an actual
Crowd, put the
freaking
guy on mute.
analogy of a straw man. Like, does this guy know what a straw... Define a straw man, please.
This is so corny.
Define a straw man,
Akusai,
please. Like,
Akusai, put the
genuinely,
guy
this
on mute.
guy's a buffoon.
Yo,
Like, please
put
can
the
this
guy on
guy
mute.
define a straw man? I'm tired of this, bro. You're fucking buffoon. Genuinely done with you.
Yo,
Oh
bro,
my
Akusai, put the guy on
gosh.
mute. Serve him mute, bro.
Do not
Okay.
server mute me. This guy is an
Yeah,
asshole. An
yeah,
ass
yeah.
as
So
well.
someone mute this like 11-year-old, bro. Someone mute
Hey,
him.
I mean,
bro,
your
this,
ass, though. Like, that's a fucking
bro,
11, even though
shut
your
up.
ass. You're
Bro,
getting
let's
destroyed by an
secret speak.
11-year-old?
Oh, this
You're
is
getting shit on by an
bad.
11-year-old? You're so ass,
This
bro.
is
Like, it's
bad.
crazy.
Bro,
This
this
is
thing.
bad. This is bad. The guy. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Akusai. Yeah. So basically, again, he did not track anything I said. Right? I asked him, what was my statement that misrepresented his argument? Right? He said the thing I strawmanned was X. Right? I'm not asking what I strawmanned. I'm asking the thing that strawmanned him. What was my misrepresentation? I gave the example of a guy saying the apple is red, and then I'm saying the apple is blue. Right? So the thing I strawmanned is the apple is red. That's the statement I strawmanned. But the strawman, hold on, bro. So the thing I
Alright,
strawman would be the apple
Akusai.
is blue.
So I'm just gonna
Yo, yo,
clear him
yo,
up.
yo,
I
yo,
think
go on
your
mute, go
shitty
on mute, yo,
rhetoric made you
yo,
incoherent
the
to where I
trash, the
couldn't
trash.
understand.
So go on mute. Alright. So the thing, yeah. So the thing that he would actually be, so the thing I would be strawmanning is that the statement that the apple is red. But the thing, or the statement that is used that is the strawman, is the apple is blue, right? So I'm asking him, in this case, what was the thing that I said that is a misrepresentation of his argument, right? I didn't ask the thing that I misrepresented. I asked the misrepresentation itself. So see, this is a conflation right now. He's saying that's a tracking error. That's a tracking error on your side, bro. Like, you're absolute trash. For the next point is, again, he basically asked why my framework is true for God, right? That Imam al-Ghazali framework. I told him, bro, that his framework, right, about divine simplicity and his argument for it is unnecessary because there can be modally possible explanations onto how God can have distinct attributes while being indivisible. That's my point. He didn't understand that. He didn't track that. And as like he's just saying that you didn't track. I'm not even sure if you understand what I said. I literally said that the apple is red, and then the guy said you straw man. What? What? I was making an example. So this guy right here is being a dishonest retard, right? Never bring this guy back on my face. Akusai. Never ever, right? Never
On
ever.
mute,
I
bro. You
understand.
absolute buffoon. Now I'm gonna explain why I already gave you justification for that being the only necessary way. I already told you that distinct attributes, if there was distinct attributes in this case, then God would not be necessary. You absolute buffoon. But
That's
you
a
didn't even let
repetition.
me talk to clear that up. I already gave you justification. Then you didn't even justify the framework that you were
That
using, and you
that's a
tried to
repetition.
presuppose me using some sort of mirror-logical framework. You absolute buffoon. Do not ever try to debate me, dumbass, bro.
Yo,
Like, oh my gosh, I'm tired of
yo,
retards. And then you
yo,
presented a
yo.
contradiction because of your shitty rhetoric, and you don't know how to put things into question. You absolute
Yo,
buffoon. You're so fucking ass, bro. You're ass,
yo,
bro. Like,
this guy's
damn.
actually, yo,
And then you were fucking
you're
breathing
actual
too when
troll.
you're just
Yeah, so
fucking
see,
yapping,
this is
you absolute retard. Like, oh my gosh, bro.
yeah,
Can you
some of
just
the insults.
actually
Let's
track
go
for
on the debate.
once? Are we tracking or are
Let's
we
go on to the
rushing, you
debate.
buffoon?
Can
Like,
we go on to
I
insults?
just already
Let's
gave
go on the debate.
justification. You could check the rec too, but you did not
Yo,
track said justification for it being
yo,
necessary. You
yo,
absolute
yo,
buffoon. So here, I just want
yo,
you to go ahead and shut the
yo,
hell up, you
yo.
buffoon.
Instead
Like,
of
holy
insulting,
shit,
can we
you
go back on the
absolute
debate?
buffoon. You
Instead of
insignificant
insulting, let's go
bug.
to the
Now we
debate.
can get back into the debate. I'm just gonna beat your ass. I've already won the debate. You absolute
No, okay,
buffoon.
yeah, so
Because I already
yeah,
gave
watch
you
this,
the
watch this, watch this.
justification,
Everybody,
which you
watch this.
never
Everybody,
debunked.
watch
You buffoon. You
everybody.
just started
Okay,
naming these
everybody, watch
frameworks
this,
that aren't
watch this,
even
watch this,
justified. You
watch this, watch
absolute
this.
buffoon. So shut the
I
hell up, you
go
bum.
on mute, dog.
Oh
Go on
my
mute.
gosh,
You're wasting
bro.
time. You're wasting
You
time with
fucking
insults. You're wasting time with
buffoon.
insults.
You
Yeah,
fucking
so again, his
buffoon. You
argument is going to be a
fucking
repetition.
buffoon. You
He said that,
buffoon. You
oh, I
buffoon. That's
explained
not a
how I justify.
repetition.
Yo,
That's
again,
not a
yo,
repetition.
you
Listen,
insulted
I'm
me.
not gonna repeat myself for you if you can't track, bro.
Yo,
Like,
yo,
damn.
yo, go
Is
on
it
mute.
that
Go on mute.
hard? Track the wreck. I already gave justification, which you never attacked.
Yeah,
You started naming
I
these
understand. I
unjustified
understand your point.
frameworks. Like,
Now let me
damn.
refute. Let me
No.
refute.
Alright, go ahead and refute what I said. And if you straw man it, I'm just gonna cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, so again, the thing he said about, oh, I proved that it's the only necessary way unto why you guys can have this thing. And I told him,
No. I want you to attack the initial thing. Not what I said before. The initial
no,
thing
I
that you
don't
were
have to
trying
do that. I
to,
don't have to do that. I already
what's it
attacked
called?
it. I already
Straw
attacked
man.
it.
You absolute
My whole
buffoon.
point is
But
the
it's okay though.
repetition, right? My whole point is that your arguments are repetition. Yo, this guy's an absolute troll.
You
So the
said
reason
your
this is
whole
relevant,
point is that my
hold
argument's a
on,
repetition.
hold on.
Wait, how's my argument a repetition?
Yo, baby up. Take
how's my argument a
3 deep
repetition?
breaths. Take 3 deep breaths. And go
Can
on
you
mute
just go ahead and
and
tell
stop
me how
insulting,
my
right?
argument is a repetition?
Yo,
Like, holy shit,
yeah,
your ass,
I will
bro.
explain it if you stop
Please just tell me, and I'm gonna mute. And if you don't tell me, bro, I'm gonna interrupt you. Absolutely.
Yeah, so the reason why his argument is a repetition is basically just gave the divine simplicity composition argument or indivisible argument, but I told him that there can be moderately possible ways onto which this does not have to be the case, right? So I already gave a counter argument.
Wait, what's my argument, real quick? I just want you to go ahead and.
Yeah, so the argument is just that if God has distinct attributes, then he does not qualify or fall under the criteria of being indivisible. If he's not indivisible, then he's not necessary. But
No,
God
the
is
criteria of being a god. That's what I said. The criteria of being God.
Both of it. You said, but if God is not indivisible, if something's not indivisible, right?
I told you
If
if he has
something's not
distinct
indivisible, then it's not
properties.
necessary, right?
No.
So let me ask you a
You're
question.
not tracking my argument. Please.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
gonna
did track.
tell you.
You
I'm
did
just gonna
what?
repeat it since you don't know. I said if he has distinct attributes, then he doesn't even meet the criteria of being God. So what you're saying is if God can act in time,
Exactly, and you said
now he's not even God
being
anymore. If
indivisible.
his attributes are distinct, you absolute baboon. So
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
what
so
I'm saying.
nice. So you confirmed what I said because you said the
Wait,
criteria of
I did
God.
not concede. I said if he doesn't have, if he has distinct attributes, that
You
he's not
confirmed
even
this.
God. Now you're
Nice.
strawmanning what I said, bro. Like, holy, can we please put our tracking goggles on? I told you that if he doesn't have distinct attributes, no, if he has distinct attributes, my bad, I'm just too brain fogged because you're fucking boring to debate. But basically, if he has distinct attributes, you absolute buffoon, then of course he's not going to meet that criteria of being God. So, as I've already said, if he does, then he's not God. Okay?
So let me ask you a question.
Absolute buffoon.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think the criteria of being God is to be necessary and indivisible? Yes or no?
Do you think the criteria of God is to be necessary and indivisible?
Yes or no?
Sure.
Oh, okay. So then you conceded and you confirmed
That's
what I said.
That's
Okay.
not a
Yeah. So I didn't
concession.
show
That's not
man.
a
Yeah. So I didn't show
concession.
man.
That's not a concession. I'm just giving you a definition for
So he
God.
conceded and he confirmed.
All right, so your God isn't God then.
He's
Is that what you're
about the,
saying?
He's lying about
So your God that has distinct attributes isn't God then. All right, that's nice. So your God doesn't exist. Your God doesn't exist. Your God doesn't exist. Your God doesn't exist now. Now what?
Yo, this guy's
You're just
desperate.
being a retard.
This guy's desperate. Yeah, again.
No, I'm not being desperate. That's not a concession. You absolute buffoon.
Yeah, outside.
Like that was never your position. I'm telling you that him having distinct attributes, in this case, is gonna not make him God. Like, holy, are you retarded, bro? Like, I'm tired of this nigga.
Wait, you
Like,
still
bro,
giving
I'm
his
just about to
argument?
end the wreck, my nigga, and send this to Sage so he can put me slamming you on YouTube. You absolute buffoon. Like, holy shit, bro. You're fucking ass, bro.
Do not let this nigga in this
All
shit.
right. Okay, Secret, you can go next.
Alright, so basically, again, right, he keeps saying this fucking retarded bullshit, right? And you can say Sage can put it on YouTube, right? But the thing is, that's going to be embarrassing for you, right? So Sage can go ahead and embarrass you on YouTube, bro. That's fine. Anyways, the point is, again, you literally confirmed what I said. I said that your criteria of God is that he must be necessary and indivisible. If he's not indivisible, then he's not necessary. If he's not necessary, then he's not God. So if he has distinct attributes, he will not fall under the criteria of being God. You literally just confirmed what I said when I asked you the yes or no question. So now let's move on. Okay, so the next point is that once you gave your divine simplicity argument, I gave you orderly possible frameworks onto how God can have distinct attributes while still remaining or maintaining his indivisibility. You didn't attack that. You just gave me some divine simplicity argument. I gave you an alternative way of him having distinct attributes yet indivisible. You never attacked this, and now you're just saying absolute buffoon. You straw man. Like if I could say Harry right now, if I said Harry right now, this guy would be saying that I'm straw manning. It's absolutely embarrassing. Yeah, so Akasa, should we just like end this shit because like this is embarrassing. Like I've never seen anything more embarrassing than this.
If Packer wants to end it, then yeah, sure. But if Packer still has some argument, Packer still wants to argue back and continue the
Yeah, so
dialectic,
I'm
then
just gonna say, you
we're
absolute
not necessarily.
buffoon. You never proved that these other frameworks were necessary. I gave an argument that they were necessary, and you never put these into question. All you did was say that there's other frameworks. Okay, there's other frameworks, but that doesn't necessarily make it true, you baboon. Second of all, that's been my whole point this whole time. If he has distinct attributes, then he's not indivisible. And if he's not indivisible, then he's not necessary. That's what I've been stating this whole time. So if you're saying that that's a concession because I'm agreeing to my initial position, then you're a retard, bro. So please just get this guy out the damn VC, bro. You're a fucking idiot, bro. Like, holy shit, bro. I shouldn't even have to restate this. You absolute buffoon. Like, Derek will track better than you, you dumbass, bro. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, holy
Damn.
shit, bro.
All
Like, I'm
right.
tired of these niggas, bro.
All
Like, seamed his ass,
right.
my
All right.
nigga, secret his ass, bro. Like, damn. Get out the tier 999 dungeons and track, you baboon. Like, oh my
All right.
gosh.
All right. All right. Secret, bro. You still there?
This nigga is too. This nigga is way too trash. Yeah, so I didn't
No,
say that he
you're a
conceded. Yeah,
retard.
hold on. Yeah, shush. I didn't say you conceded the whole
Who the hell
dialect.
are you talking
I
to,
said,
Lil Brown?
wait. Okay, I said that you conceded or confirmed that my summarization of your argument was correct and that it was not a straw man. That's what you conceded. I didn't say. So I said you conceded on the point, not the whole dialect, right? So this is gonna be a tracking error number one,
Oh
but
my
probably like
gosh, you
5,000 because.
buffoon.
Oh my, yeah. So he's saying a buffoon again.
Bro.
Yo, bro, put this
You
guy on
did
mute.
not, you did
Put the
not
guy on
say I
mute.
said
Put the
that.
guy on mute. Put the
Absolute
guy on mute.
buffoon.
Put the guy on mute. I can't have this guy. Okay. Fine up. Okay.
Secret. I don't know, bro.
Okay.
Nah, just
So
go
again.
ahead, bro.
So
Just go ahead,
again.
bro.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm saying is that I said he conceded to a specific point or subpoint. I didn't say that he conceded the whole dialect, right? So that's going to be a straw man number one and the tracking error, right? The second point is just basically when he tries to say that, oh, but you just said these frameworks are alternatives, and you said they are these frameworks. I'm saying that these frameworks maintain God having distinct attributes while being indivisible, right? So both can coexist at the same time. God can have distinct attributes while being indivisible. I'm not saying that they are true. I'm not saying that they are false. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that if these frameworks are true, then God, it's possible that God can have distinct attributes while being indivisible. So it's not necessary for it to be the case that God having distinct attributes means he's not God anymore, because these frameworks can maintain that he can be God while having distinct attributes. I'm not saying that they are true or false. So that's going to be a second tracking error. Dog, I don't want you to say buffoon. The only buffoon here is you. You are the most retarded nigga I've ever seen. In fact, if I got a logical J here right now, he will destroy you. He will destroy you so bad that you will
Nah,
answer
No,
logically
I
doing a
don't know
reasoning
about that. No,
reality.
no, 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 no,
nah.
no, no, no. Secret. Wait. Secret. I don't know about that,
Yeah,
bro.
make me that
No,
logical
it's
J.
Packer. Yeah, no, Packer. No, Packer. Your dead ass beat Zenny, bro. He's not losing the logical J.
Nah, he's losing to logical J. He's dead. He's ass. Like
No,
I've
the
never.
fuck he's not.
Like in fact,
No, no, he's
yo,
not. Okay. All
in
right,
fact,
bet
logical
Packer.
J.
Yeah,
In fact,
all right. Go ahead.
No, you absolute buffoon! The disrespect is crazy! So here, I'm just gonna give confirmation. You presented these frameworks, but that doesn't necessarily make it true, you absolute buffoon. I gave you the justification for what I actually, you even presupposed that I was using some sort of mirrorlogical framework, which you still haven't justified me using that. All I'm saying is that no, actually, I don't even have to repeat this shit, bro. You absolute buffoon. But here's what I'm gonna say. All you're doing is just fucking strawmanning and jargoning, bro. Like, I'm convinced that you would lose to Derek, you buffoon. Like, please stop debating, you tier 999 debater. But here, I'm just gonna go ahead and give the reductio. Alright? Matter of fact, listen, retard. Put your tracking goggles on, okay? Are you tracking or are you rushing, okay? Now, in this case, as I've already stated before, you're saying that there's possible ways for him to have distinct properties. If that's true, then you're saying that it's possible for your god to not be God, you absolute buffoon. Like, oh my gosh, bro, can we please back? Can you unmute him so he can answer it?
I got this.
Unmute him so he can answer my question.
this guy has to be like the repetition.
So it's possible for God to not be
So
God.
it's gonna be a repetition. Yes, it's gonna be a repetition because
No,
I
it's
didn't
not a
say
repetition.
that. Okay,
Answer the damn
Yo,
question.
let me
Akusai,
address.
if he
Yeah,
doesn't answer this
I'll
damn
address what you
question,
said,
put
and then
him on
I'll answer your
mute.
question.
Answer, no, you're gonna
I'll
answer
address
the
what you said, and
question,
then
you
I'll say.
buffoon. I have to repeat what I'm saying so you can actually track because you don't have your
I'll address
tracking
what you
goggles
said, then
on.
I'll ask you.
Now answer the question. First of all, you never justified those other frameworks making it possible for God to have distinct attributes. Second of all, you absolute buffoon, you still have not answered my question.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna address what you said, and then I'll answer your question. Now, please shut
No,
up.
you're gonna answer my
Oh my
question right
God.
now.
Why is that
Like,
necessary?
holy shit.
Why is that
Like
necessary?
you're just now you're just addressing past shit. That's signs where
No,
your
no, 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 no,
tracking
no, no,
is
no, no. Don't
failing.
waste my time.
Now go ahead
Yo,
and answer
Oxide,
my
you mute me.
question.
Oxide, when
Like,
he
oh
talks,
my gosh.
Oxide, when he talks, you mute
Answer
me.
my question,
It's
then
now your
address
turn to
what I
mute him.
said. Answer the
It's your
question
turn.
and I'll
It's
answer
your
the
turn to mute
question
him.
and I'll go on mute voluntarily.
It's
Answer the
your
question.
turn
Answer the
to mute him,
question.
bro. Yo, Oxide, just mute him, bro. Nice. He's
Gosh.
finally shut up.
Answer the
Oh,
question,
and he
please.
didn't. Yeah, he didn't shut up again. Oxide, just mute him
Please
because
answer it.
yo,
Listen,
Oxide,
answer.
Oxide, if I say a single letter, he's just gonna say answer the question. So can you please just mute him?
Answer the question, I'll go on mute.
No, that's not necessary. Can you tell me why that's necessary?
Oh my gosh, because it's your burden. Like you're running away from your burden.
Yeah, exactly. It's my burden to address what you said, answer
Now
the question.
you're
Yeah, exactly.
jargoning.
Yeah,
Now
I can
you're
do both. I
jargoning.
can do both. But I
Yeah,
want
this
you
is
to address me.
sad.
Okay, so
Please just
why?
answer the
Okay, so
damn
why? Okay,
question.
please justify to me why it's
Please
necessary for
answer
me.
the
Hold on.
question.
What?
Answer
Please.
the question.
Why do I have to? Why do I have to do right
Oh
now? Right
my
now.
gosh, why are you running? Why are you running? My
Running from
gosh,
I'm trying to
bro.
address your points and
I've
then answer your
done
question. I'm trying to do
Indian.
both. But you,
Why
bro.
are you running?
Oh
Bro,
my God.
why are you? Oh
Oxide.
my god.
Mute him, dog. Mute him. For the
Why
love
are
of
you
God.
running from this?
Mute him. Oh
Why
my
are
God.
you running?
Mute this
Oh
nigga, bro.
my gosh, stop running, bro. Answer the question.
Bro, mute him. Mute him.
Answer the question.
Yo,
Oh my
do I have to
gosh.
go on laptop and loud mic you? Like, please shut up.
Oh my gosh, answer the question. The
Yeah,
last
I
time
will
you
answer.
tried to
I
loud
will.
mic, it wasn't even loud. Baboon. Now go
Yeah,
ahead.
dude,
Answer the
just go on mute.
question, please.
Oxide, mute him, dog. Oxide.
So you
Answer
guys
the
gonna
question.
are you gonna answer the question?
No, bro, I don't have to answer his question.
No,
I can
no.
answer his question
He's
later
running
if I
away
finish
from
my
his
It's
statement.
already your
burden.
turn though. Like I don't get it.
You're
Just
being
answer his question.
dishonest. Answer the damn question or I'm gonna keep talking over you.
No, I don't give a shit. I'll talk over you. Like,
Answer the question.
okay, yeah, so I
Oh
answered the
my
question. Yeah.
gosh.
So
Answer.
time to
Are
go
you
on to it.
answering? You're
Yeah, so I'm
answering?
gonna right. So basically, what I have to explain is that this is a repetition, right? I never said that these
Oh,
frameworks
you're
are true.
not
I
answering the
just said
question.
that these
Stop
frameworks are possible
running.
explanations
Oh my
on to have
gosh.
God can have
What
distinct
are you
attributes
running?
while maintaining
Answer to
indivisibility,
my
right? So for
question,
example,
bro.
let's say a
Oh
fly being
my
behind the cake,
gosh.
right? And you say it's
Answer
necessary due to
no,
the
answer my
justification of zero
question. Now I'm
principle
not
of
going to
x, right?
track what you said until
Now
you
I'm
answer
telling
my
you
question
that there can be
because you still have a
these frameworks.
burden.
I'm not saying
You
these
have a
frameworks are true. I'm saying
burden.
that these frameworks
Hey,
can be
head
ways
man, you
on
have a
how such
burden.
things
Please
can be
answer the
true without
question. Oh
x.
my god.
So I'm telling you
Hold on, I'm gonna
that
put you on mute so I can so you can explain.
yo, I don't care. Please shut up. All right, so now basically, just to explain what he said that if God has different attributes, then he's not indivisible, right? And then he said, based off my definition, I'm not even sure if I don't even know what definition he has of indivisibility yet, right? Right? But if you go off my definition, then yes, he is presupposing a mereological framework. The mereological framework he would be presupposing is that a distinction necessarily entails a part. Now, he never justified this, so this will just be a presupposition, which he never justified. Also, back to the point. Yes, so I will answer your question now. Due to the fact that I have now addressed your points. I have addressed your point, and I'm not listening to you right now, right? I've addressed your point, so now give me your question. What was your question?
Damn, so you just didn't track. And then you just said I took a mereological framework, which from your take on a mereological framework is just gonna be that it's necessary for something to have parts. Which I never said. I just said that
I
for
never said
God.
that.
Nigga,
I
you
didn't say
just
that.
said that. You just said I
No, I
presuppose a
didn't.
mereological framework. Like, are you
Yeah,
dumb?
I said, yeah, the mereological framework you're presupposing. Let me clarify.
Suppose
Let me
that. That's
clarify.
a straw. That's straw man.
What?
First
I
of
didn't even say
all,
anything.
no, bro. Yep, nigga, you just
I
said
didn't
that.
even say anything. What? Like, I didn't even say like
Yo,
Nigga, you
my
Secret,
said
let
definition.
him
that when you
talk,
were.
I
bro.
didn't finish that.
You
Yo,
said
I
that
didn't.
when you were
Yo, guys,
supposedly addressing
this is
that.
embarrassing.
See, no, now it's my turn to talk. You baboon. You
Yeah. So
buffoon.
basically,
You
again,
retard. You
I
Yo,
didn't
idiot.
let
You
even.
him
scoundrel.
talk.
You
I didn't
Jezebel.
even.
No, bro. It's my
I
turn
put
to
him on
talk, bro.
scissor.
Thank you,
You
bro.
can go.
Yeah, bro. This guy, brother, he's so retarded. Because look, I literally told this guy that I'm not using a mereological framework. He said I presuppose that because I'm saying that God has parts, or like his parts are supposed to be one fell. I don't know what that nigga said because he's retarded. Like his rhetoric, his shitty rhetoric, just strawman me. I don't know if he accidentally strawman me, but I think that might just be the case. Like it's really sad. But here, look, I feel bad for this nigga. So I'm gonna repeat the question for this dumbass, okay? So you're saying it's possible for God to not be God, yet you said that one of the conditions for said debate is that God exists. That's literally what you said. So I'm asking you, is it possible for God to not be God, just based upon these frameworks? And you also have yet to validate or whatever, just prove, justify these frameworks, as I've already said. And when you're saying I'm using a mereological framework, as I've already said, I'm not using a mereological in this case. So stop strawmanning, start tracking, please, bro. That's literally all I wanted to say. Now go ahead and answer the question.
Yeah, so I don't think that such thing is possible. God cannot be not God. That makes no sense. This would entail a contradiction, right? So
Oh,
that's my answer to your
trash
question.
ass rhetoric. Can you repeat it, but with a better rhetoric? Cause
With a better rhetoric?
that was
With a better
incoherent.
rhetoric? Should I answer with a better rhetoric? Yeah, I'll
Nigga,
answer with a
that's
better
not
rhetoric.
how it sounds. I'm way more
Yeah,
rhetorical than.
so basically, yeah, I'll explain it to you. I
Just
think
say
such a
that.
thing.
Just say that with a better rhetoric. You've
I'm
also
saying
been
that that's not what I
misrepresenting
said.
the priors
Yeah, I'm
for
answering your
our
question. I'm answering
theological
your question
dialect.
again.
You absolute
I'm
baboon. Now I
answering
have to
your
get rhetorical
question.
on
I'm
you.
answering your question. I'm trying to
Alright,
answer your
answer it.
question. I'm trying to answer your question. Okay, so basically, my answer is right. Is that no? I didn't say such a thing. I don't even believe such a thing. I'm saying that something can maintain condition X while having condition B. Right. So, for example, what I'm saying is that God can have distinct attributes while being indivisible. Right. So I don't know what you're trying to say, right? Because the thing is like when you're saying that, you're basically saying that if God has different attributes, then He's divisible. But I'm saying that that's not necessarily the case. I'm saying He can have distinct attributes while maintaining the condition B, and condition B is just the proposition that God has how can I say, like is indivisible. Like He can be indivisible while having distinct attributes. Again, now he keeps repeating himself. He's saying, "Prove these frameworks. Prove these frameworks. Oh, secret, please prove these frameworks. Please, I will lick your feet, dog. I'm
This is
telling you
not how it
that these
sounds.
frameworks." So stop. Yeah. So
Go
again,
ahead. Talk.
yeah. So I'm saying that.
Good boy.
Oh my gosh, for the dude, you can't, bro. Okay, so like I was saying, this is a repetition because I'm telling him that I'm not saying that these things are true. I already addressed this like multiple times. He keeps repeating himself. I'm saying these things are morally possible. I don't even think you understand what that means. Second of all, right? I said if he's holding to my definition of indivisibility, or if he even agrees to it, right? Then yes, he would be presupposing a mereological framework. Because how I define indivisibility prior, right? I extrapolated it to be something into which it can be split up into parts, right? He's saying that God has different attributes. If God has different attributes, then He is divisible, right? And if you follow my definition, that would just entail that God has parts, right? So what he's trying to say is that if God has distinct attributes, then He has parts, right? So that is a mereological framework. The mereological framework here would be that a distinction entails a part. That's literally the entailment of his claim. Wait, let me ask this guy. Yo, baby, do you think
No,
a distinction entails a
yeah, wait,
part?
hold up. Let me just explain, because I don't think you're tracking.
Let me ask my
I
question.
said that
Yo,
God
answer
can
your
have
question.
parts that
I
are
answered your question.
one
Now
with
it's time for you
Him.
to answer me.
That's what I've been
I'm
saying,
gonna
but
keep it
you're not
cordial
even
here, right?
tracking, so it's okay.
Yo, so
It's okay.
so
You're not
answer the question.
tracking. You're
What's the
saying that
question?
these supposed parts are just gonna be distinct, which is just inherent, which is just gonna
No,
inherently
that's
make
not what
him
I
not God.
said.
That's what he said.
No,
That's
that's not what I said.
literally what you said. That's
No, I
literally
said
what
that.
you said.
I know. I said. Hold on. I'm telling you that I'm not affirming any framework. I'm
You
just saying that the
straw man me.
famous.
You said that anything with a distinction must have parts.
That's what you. I'm
Me
saying that what you.
personally, I did not say that. I just said,
Yo, see the
because
tracking error? I
I
didn't say he
believe
said
God
that. I
has
didn't say he
parts
said
that
that.
are one with
I
Him.
said that's the
So
entailment of his claim.
that's just now you're using my lingo. You want to be me that bad? You want to be Packer Young that bad?
Yo, what's your lingo, bro?
Guys,
What's your
look at him.
lingo?
He wants to be Packer Young.
Yo,
You
yo,
want to
yo,
be
yo.
Packer Young? I get it though. I'm
Yo, this
tough,
guy
bro,
trying.
but you're
This guy
not. You're
trying to act
ass.
about team.
So you'll never be
Whose turn
me
is it
unless
now?
you actually imp. Yeah, it should be my turn now because I was on mute
Go
and this
ahead.
guy just yeah. So in this case, you absolute baboon. I never said that a distinction entails parts. That's the straw man. That's the straw man. I never said that a distinction entails parts because I myself believe God has parts that are one with Him. Okay, that's what I believe. So yes, God can have parts that is one with Him. But if He has a distinction, then of course that would just if He had a distinct part, then of course that will literally just make Him not God anymore because He's not necessary. If He had a distinct part, then of course He's not necessary, according to divine simplicity. That's all I've been saying. So you could just go ahead and tag that. You absolute fool.
Yeah, so the guy has not been tracking for like how long? I don't even know how long this debate is, dude.
Wait, okay,
Yo, hold
so
on.
everybody watching, didn't he just presuppose that I said distinctions entail some sort of having parts,
Yo,
something like
this
that?
stuff is biased,
That's
dog.
literally you just said I said
Yo,
that, which I never did.
yo, this stuff
So
is
you're not
biased, dog.
tracking and you're straw
You guys are
manning my
muting. People
argument.
not muting him. Why are you guys not muting him? Why are you guys muting me but not him?
Bro, I
It's
muted
my turn,
myself
right?
Bro, I
for
don't
you.
even know any of you.
I'm just clearing up myself, okay? I'm
It's
just
my
clearing up
turn.
Oh my
myself because now
gosh,
you're
bro,
straw
I'm back.
manning.
It's my turn,
Look,
dog.
Akushai,
Can you guys?
Hold up. Did you listen, Nexus? Did you ever hear me say that distinctions entail having parts? Did you ever hear me say that?
Nah.
I'm saying
No.
I never said that. So I'm saying,
Okay,
why is this
okay,
buffoon trying to lie on me?
wait. Wait a minute. From I just got back. From what I heard, it's Pacquiao's turn. From just what I heard, so yeah, Pacquiao, you can go. Then Secret, I'll unmute you. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, bro. Literally, he straw man my argument. A straw man is just gonna be misinterpreting the argument and misrepresenting it. I never said that distinctions entail some sort of having part. So this proposition of this, I never stated the proposition of distinctions entail having parts. I never said that. And also, I believe God can have parts due to divine simplicity. That's literally what I said earlier in the debate. So you're just straw manning. So no, I'm not using a logical framework. Okay? And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go on mute. Secret can go ahead and attack that and stop straw manning.
Oh my gosh. So the thing is that he's trying to say that I'm the one who's strawman, but the thing is he's strawman. I said that's the entailment of his claim. And what's even funny is he asked a guy who was not at VC at the time about what he said. Yo, this is how desperate this nigga is. It's actually embarrassing. Yeah, so just to explain this again, you're basically presupposing that if God has distinct attributes, he is indivisible, right? If you agree to my definition, then you would be presupposing a mariological framework. Let's explain this for niggas who don't understand theology or understand Mariology or understand metaphysics, right? So the guy he's saying that if God's attributes are not the same and are not identical, if they are different things, then then God is divisible. He can be divided, right? That's what divisible means. So if we hold to my definition is that a divisible thing is something that can be split up into parts, right? Split up into parts. And you're saying that if God has distinct attributes, then he would be divisible. That would just be saying that if God has distinct attributes, then he can be split up into parts, which so that would be saying he has parts, right? So what this is presupposing is that just because God have distinct attributes, they would be, let's say, parts of his essence. So can you prove to me that something being distinct entails a part? Because I understand I don't know, he's one of the parts. That's a conceptual distinction. I'm talking about real distinctions, dog.
Oh my
So can you answer my
gosh,
question?
bro. I never,
Answer the
bro.
question. I don't do this for
No,
me.
I never. First of all, I never said God was divisible. I said he was indivisible. Now, for example, if God has distinct attributes, yes, he's going to be divisible. That's what I've been saying. Now, you still are strawmanning my argument because you're still saying that I'm presupposing using the mereological framework by agreeing to your definition of divisible, which is just inherently false. I don't know why you're saying. I don't know why you're trying to straw man, bro. It's not looking good for you. Okay. Now, basically, you just said a bunch of blubbish because this debate is drawn out for too long. Now I'm brain fogged because you're retarded ass. So I'm just going to try and refute this the best I can. So basically,
Wait. After you give your rebut, wait. Yo, back. My fault for interrupting you. But Secret, let me talk to you. After Packer gives his rebuttal, do you just want to conclude to the topic?
yeah, we can
Like this
conclude, to
went
be
on for too long.
honest. Just like,
Do
Bro,
you, Secret? Do you?
I would like to give my rebuttal, and then I would like to conclude.
so
All right.
your
Okay.
rebuttal,
Sure. Okay.
no,
Sure. So
because
after.
let me just
Okay.
give the rebuttal to the
Okay.
thing he said, and
Okay.
then we
Sure.
could
Go
just
ahead.
end it. Because at this point, bro, if he gives his rebuttal, he's just gonna say the same shit. It's absolute fucking retard. I just can't, bro. I'm getting too brain fogged, bro. This nigga wasting my brain power. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and give the rebuttal. So, by your meaning of divisible, you also said that I said God was divisible, which is just inherently false. I never said that. I said God was indivisible. And when I had said he was divisible, I cleared that up by saying, oh, I didn't mean divisible, I meant indivisible. And basically, just because I say that something with distinct attributes can be split up into parts, that I don't think that presupposes mereological framework, to be honest. Because in this case, when I say, actually, wait, hold up, did I even say that? No, I don't even think I even said that, to be honest. All
You
I
can go over
said
rec
was that
after.
if he has distinct attributes, he's just not going to be necessary. So yeah, you're
Okay. Are
just
you done?
retarded. Let me just clarify one more thing as well. Now, when I say
All right. Go
God
ahead, bro.
is one of Allah's parts, yes, I'm saying that that these parts cannot be taken away from him. That doesn't mean I'm presupposing some sort of mereological framework also. So yeah, that's just gonna be my rebuttal. I just think this guy's hella
All right.
retarded.
All right. Secret. All right. Secret. Here's. You can give your rebuttal. Wait a minute. Wait a minute before you give it to you. So and after y'all are gonna conclude, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. But okay. Go ahead. Give your rebuttal. Watch out.
Okay.
This nigga
So
repeat himself. All right.
Oh
Go ahead.
wait.
yeah.
Here,
So again,
y'all could just hold up. I probably gotta go somewhere, so y'all could just like save the wreck, I guess. But yeah, I'd go get
once
ready.
let me give my rebuttal, then we can do that. Sure. Okay. So I did not say that he said God is divisible, right? That is a straw man. That's a complete straw man. I said that he said if God has distinct attributes, it would entail he's divisible. So I'm just stating or just repeating the condition he said. I'm not saying that he affirmed that God is divisible, right? So that's a insane straw man. Like that is really really bad, right? So I didn't. I didn't, dog. He's saying that in
All right,
chat, but I
I'm just
didn't. I
gonna
said that. I said, hold
clarify.
on, hold on,
Listen,
hold on, hold on. Let me give my rebuttal. I don't give a
listen,
shit.
listen,
Listen, I
listen,
don't. No,
listen,
no, no,
listen.
no, 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 no,
You did say
no,
that,
no,
in
no, no, no,
fact.
no, 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 no,
Like
no.
I
It's my turn.
literally
It's
heard
my
it from
turn.
this
It's
guy.
my turn. Akusai, see, it's my turn.
Yeah, yeah.
Akusai,
Dude,
Akusai, it's my
let's just
turn.
conclude at this point.
Akusai,
Let's just
look, it's
conclude
my.
because you're
Oh,
still strawmanning
Okay.
what I
Wait.
said to
Wait.
you.
oh.
Wait. 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 Wait, bro. Y'all agreed to conclude after Secret gave his rebuttal.
I didn't finish it though. What?
Yeah. Okay. So okay. Then go.
But the nigga keeps interrupting me. Like, put him on mute, dog.
Cause, bro, you
He's not.
keep
He's not. He's not.
strawmanning what
Look,
I
he's
said
not
to you.
interrupting you.
Oh my god, he
He's not
keeps doing. Look,
interrupting.
he keeps interrupting.
Look, Seeker, bro. Just hurry up and give his rebuttal. He's been quiet all this time, bro. He just wanted to point out a mistake you made, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So again, basically I never said that he said that God is divisible, right? So I just stated the condition that he gave, right? And also I don't even know what he's yapping about, like the mereological framework shit. You just prove like I don't even understand what his definition of a mereological framework is. At this point, I'm convinced that his definition of a mereological framework is just cheese at this point. Like this is absolutely embarrassing, right? So he said that if God has distinct attributes, then they can be if he can be split up into parts, right? If God has distinct attributes, he can be split up into parts. What that is entailing, what that's implying, is that if God has distinct attributes, he will have parts. Because to be split up into parts, you need to have them in the first place. Like that's literally the point, right? So
All right,
to
I
say
just
that,
want to wait. Can I clear something up as well?
he didn't interrupt, right?
No, now
Akisa, he
you're
didn't
even
interrupt.
getting there more.
Yo,
Wait,
watch
hold up.
Akisa,
I'm gonna just
watch
say one
Akisa
more
say that
thing,
he's
and
gonna
then
interrupt.
hopefully you can track.
Okay.
Literally,
Wait.
all right.
Oh, wait a minute, bro. Actually, hold on. Let Secret finish.
Finally, okay.
All right.
So I get,
As a matter
yeah.
of
So
fact, Secret, bro. Just get to low key, bro. Just get to the point.
yeah, the point is,
Of
so
your
the point is that a
argument,
mereological framework is something that just talks about parts and wholes, right? So if you said that God has different attributes, he would have parts, right? That's the entailment of his claim. So yes, that is presupposing a mereological framework. He never even proved that this is true, right? So why do I have to accept the proposition that if God has different attributes, he can be split up into parts, right? So that's literally a mereological framework. Anyways, we can just go to the conclusions now because this guy is absolute dog shit. Like I can't even see anyone worse than this guy. Like I could get logical J. This guy
bro.
would rape this guy.
All
Oh
right.
my god.
All right. Do y'all want? Okay. Secret, bro. Shut up, bro. All right. Now, do y'all want to conclude
All
now?
right. Yeah, I'm just gonna give my conclusion. This guy said no. This guy said that I said if God has different attributes, then he would have parts. No, me myself agreed that he does have parts. It's just that these parts are one with him. You're misrepresenting my thing. I said if he has these distinct or different attributes, then of course he's not necessary anymore. That's what I said. I didn't say that if he had different he could be split up. But if these parts or attributes were distinct, then yes, I feel like it would be true that he could also be split up in the parts. Like these parts could be taken away from him. But that's not the point. You're just strawmanning what I initially said. Of course, yes, I think that if he has distinct attributes, then yes, he can be put into parts or be split up into parts. But I said myself that all these parts are one, so and they're not distinct from him, so they cannot be put into different parts. What I said about distinct attributes is that if these attributes or parts are distinct, then of course he would not be necessary because then these parts can be taken away from him or something, or he could be split up into parts. That's literally all I've been saying, bro. So now you're just that's my conclusion. He's just a retard. I'm done.
Yeah, so my conclusion is that he made a multiple strawmans, and he even showed dishonesty within the recording right now. I literally said like 3 words or 3 letters, and then the guy said, "Oh, you're strawmanning me," when I didn't even say a complete sentence. Also, just to mention, he never attacked the mereological point thing. He just kept repeating himself. I kept pointing out the repetition, and he even basically just conceded right now that he made a mereological framework. I established that. What I mean by a mereological framework
Well,
is
I
something
never
that talks about
conceded.
something that talks about parts, right? Anything that talks about parts is a mereological framework. So if you say that if God has different attributes, he can be split up into parts, that's a mereological framework because it talks about parts. That's what I mean, right? So also another thing about the conclusion is that he basically just kept like strawmanning me. I said that I've never said that he said that God is divisible. I said that his condition, he's basically saying that if God is X, if God has distinct attributes, he would be divisible. I never said that he agreed to God being divisible. I just said that he said that this condition would entail God to be divisible. I never said that he agreed to the condition in the first place. Like that's so like this is so retarded, right? Like, I don't even know how to like explain this shit. Like the best example I could give right now is that the condition is that if you see uh, a cat in the box, then there is a cat in the box. But nobody agreed. But I'm not saying that the guy even agreed that there is a cat in the box. I'm just saying that the condition here is that if there was a cat in the box and you saw it, then there would be a cat in the box. There would be a cat in the box. No one said that he saw the cat. Like that's basically an analogy on how bad he's strawmanning. I also gave my point about the conflation point. He kept conflating the difference between what's being strawmanned and the thing that's the misrepresentation itself. What's the strawman and things being strawman. He kept making this conflation. He never attacked this, and he kept repeating himself. Also about the framework being true, I told him multiple times I never affirmed a framework. I just said that these frameworks are modally possible and do not have any contradictions within them, right? So
Argument of ignorance.
stop. Okay, so
Okay,
yeah,
yo,
hold on.
Secret, get to the point.
Yeah, I am getting to the point. So the thing is that when he keeps saying previous frameworks are true, I told him multiple times that I'm not saying they're true, right? I never said that they were true in the first place. I'm just saying that they are logically possible. They don't entail a contradiction. So, and then he kept saying I gave a justification for ADS or like, I don't know what, blah, blah, blah. But I told him my frameworks can maintain indivisibility because his whole point is that if God has different attributes, he's indivisible. I gave him frameworks into which God has different attributes, yet is still indivisible, right? So he never attacked this. He just kept repeating that I give justification for ADS like a fucking retard, right? So we can just conclude. This is the end of my conclusion.
Oh
We can
my
say this shit.
gosh.
No,
Alright,
no,
yeah,
no.
you're
Let's
retarded.
let's
Yeah,
say this.
just end the rec, but hold up. Before we end the rec, this guy does not know how to track and he's a retard, bro. Like that ass, bro. I think we're done.
Ooh, man, that was rhetorical. I know. Like, no, it
Alright,
wasn't.
now let's just go ahead. Oh my gosh.
Did someone save it?
I'm saying, did they end
Yep,
the recording? Oh yeah, they saved it. Alright.
Where is it?
Wait.
Where is it? Show me where they saved it. Hold
I
on.
don't know.
it's in VC chat. It's in VC chat.
In
Alright,
VC
VC
chat.
chat? Or let me just send
Okay.
Sage, do you got the video, bro? Cause this guy's secret's retarded. Argument of ignorance. He committed an argument of ignorance. That's number 1. Yeah, so yeah, I could just point out so many things that you have done during this debate. You buffoon. So here, I just want you to go get better at debating. You bum, okay? Cause you suck. That's
Yeah,
all.
so
You bum.
I don't give a shit what this guy's saying. Like, this
Alright,
guy's an
yeah,
absolute
whatever. Yeah,
fraud.
this guy's a retard. Anyways, yeah, that
Yeah,
was
so
an
I'm gonna
easy
just save this
slam.
shit.
Yeah, that was an easy slam. Yo, Sage, can you make that to a video? Put Packer Slam his secret on something that he doesn't normally debate on. Like, just make that the topic, make the description.
Yo,
Packer pointed
what?
out all the
Yo,
things that
how
he's
do you know
done
Sage?
as
Wait, hold
well
on. How
during
do
the
you even know that
debate.
Sage thinks this? What if Sage thinks I won?
Bro,
Like, why do you,
because
why
I
do you, why are you
slammed
forcing?
you.
Why are you forcing
I mean, I
him
kind of
to say
slammed
that you
you.
won?
I
Why are you
kind of
forcing him to
slammed you,
put it?
though. I kind of slammed you, though. I
Yeah, I
kind of
don't
slammed
care.
you.
That's
It's
irrelevant.
obvious.
You
I
might
can get judgment from multiple high tiers who have slammed you before. You absolute buffoon.
name
Do you
Patriot.
want
Name five
judgment? We
Patriot
could
who's
get
slammed
Tron to judge. We could get Tron to judge if you
you. Yeah,
want.
Tron to judge. Yeah, we can get Tron to judge. That's fine.
Alright, yeah, we can get Tron to judge. Thank you, pal. We could
Yeah,
get
because I have
Kel.
my
We
own
could
judges.
get
No, I have
Tron.
my own judges. I have my own judges.
Who's your own judges?
I don't give a shit. I'm not.
Shinx. Oh my gosh,
Shit.
the nigga got slammed as well. Wow. You
Guys, shit.
judge me versus Secret. If not, then I'll have Kel judge.
Hell is trash. He's biased.
No,
You got
I
beat up
mean,
so
no, he
badly you
beat you.
started crying
God,
like a
on God's
12-year-old.
Wait,
sake,
no,
you
Look
got
it
I
up.
mean, I
guys.
kind of beat your ass.
Yo,
You didn't even
guys,
get to
You
get
said you
into
could
a
beat me?
debate
Okay,
because
Yo, no, no,
you were
just
still
admit it.
not
you're
tracking
trash.
You just
during the
admit it, just
debate.
admit it. Just
Yo, we're
admit
talking
it. Shut
about
the fuck up.
insults of
Well,
a
I mean,
nigga
like, I
instead of talking about
beat
not
you.
tracking.
Like, it was
Look how
easy.
You're
look
so
how
trash.
insecure
It
You're
this
so
was
nigga is.
trash,
easy
Pacquiao.
for
Shut
me
the
to
fuck up.
slam.
We're insulting and he's still talking
Like,
about not
holy,
tracking.
I
We're talking
slammed
about
you
insults of a
yesterday. Then I
nigga instead.
slammed your teacher's secret. Now
No, you
you're
didn't
just
smash
so
shit. You
ass,
sounded
bro. Like, it's
like a
crazy.
12-year-old. You sound like
It's
a 12-year-old on
crazy.
Fortnite.
And the 12-year-old beat you both
Yeah, you sound like a
2 days
12-year-old.
in a
You didn't
row.
shit. Shut the fuck up.
You
2
didn't
days
even
in a
Sound
row.
like
Like,
you
you
didn't
guys are
shit.
so
You were
buns.
just
And they only
you
run
were
to
just
this
saying anything.
these shitty topics
Yeah,
because
just
we
say
beat on
anything.
What are
them.
you saying?
Just
Like,
say
bro,
anything. Just say
I
anything.
don't even run propositions like these. You
Yeah.
absolute buffoon. Like, holy shit, man.
Yo.
Oh my gosh, you're such a retard. Please get better.
So what
Oh,
you
it's repeating the
actually
same
had?
thing.
It's
It's
a
repeating the
fucking
same
part.
thing. It's